I hang out here with Theo Wease at the East West Shrine Bowl. Theo, appreciate you hopping on. Appreciate you hanging out with us, man. Incredible couple years at the University of
Yeah.
Missouri, but we'll talk about that time. I want to know. I want to go all the way back. How did you get into football? How did you find that love for football?
It goes way back. I think my first football game probably when I was like 5, but even before that, I was probably like 2 or 3 years old running around the house with a football. My dad constantly reminds me of this moment. I come around the corner, I almost run into the wall. I make a little move at like 2 or 3, and that was the day he said like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna make it," you know. So he always brings that up to me. I think I always just loved football, just always.
Yeah, it's really cool because your dad very active on social media. All Mizzou fans,
Yeah, yeah.
big Wheezy over there on social. How is that? To have that support system like your dad out there, who's very vocal for you?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's something I would never change. You know, I just know how proud he is of me, and that just makes me feel more good, just because I actually love what I'm doing as well. So I'm actually having fun, making my parents proud. So it's nothing you can ask for.
So you're able to use the transfer portal kind of to your advantage. You end up
Yeah.
at the University of Missouri. Talk to me through that decision of coming to Mizzou, and just why did you decide to go to Mizzou?
So it actually goes way back. When I was in high school, my sophomore year, my first SEC offer was Ole Miss, and at the time, that's where Coach Peeler was, the
Right.
receiver coach. So I built a relationship with him then. Of course, it didn't end up right. I ended up going to Oklahoma. Fast forward, when I entered the portal, he's one of the first people to hit me up, and it just felt just so full circle. It just felt right. We talked on the phone that day. I think the next day he came out, met me at Starbucks, and it just clicked right there. I just his plan for me, just his resume of the guys he put in the NFL. So I know he knows what it looks like, and I just wanted to make sure I got a great opportunity and I got to maximize my potential.
I remember talking to Josh Romaning at his commitment ceremony. And one of the questions I asked him was like, what Josh Peel? How did that affect your decision? And he was like, the guys he's worked with speaks for himself. Brought you up as well as one of those guys too to see how he's put in there. How does that pedigree of working with AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, see all those guys, and they're still around, like come around your guys' program.
Right.
So how does that kind of make Missouri attractive in that regard for what?
No, it's major, because you see guys like that are doing it at a high level consistently, you know what I mean, day in and day out. But with them, what just makes them just so great is just their work, you know.
Yeah.
He tells us all about just how they got there, not just, what they're doing while they're there, just what it took for them to get there, and that's what stood out to me the most. Just, just being able to prepare at a high level, work as hard as you can, and, everything you want is gonna be on the other side.
Let's talk about this past year because you chose to come back.
Yeah.
Why'd you choose to come back?
I love the team, honestly. I love the team. I wanted to improve my draft stock as well, of course. But just I really love the team. I wanted another year with Brady and Luther too.
Luther, is the big guy of that offense,
Yeah.
right? People are drawn to him. You had a phenomenal year this
Yeah.
year. And it seems like you kind of reaped the rewards of the guys being aware of Luther. You made some great plays this year. Any memory at Missouri that really sticks out in your head? What was your favorite play that you've made? It's a loaded question, I know.
I'll go two. Probably my Florida touchdown in 2023. So that was the longest touchdown of my career, and the Oklahoma game.
Yeah.
The Oklahoma game, that was fun. Just because I still had a lot of friends on that team, just competing with them at a high level, and then just the waves and emotions that last 3 minutes of that game, how that went. That's a game I'll never forget.
The games of the past now, right? We could talk about it maybe a little bit more. Is there a little bit extra juice for that one? Do you have a little bit extra juice going into that
I
one?
mean, yeah, just a little bit, just because I kind of knew, and I've actually, I've bled and sweated with some of the guys on the other
Absolutely.
team, so
Absolutely.
yeah, it was a little something else to it for sure.
Let's talk about this draft process now because Theo, I really do think you're probably one of the most underrated wide receivers in this class. I've talked to several people about that. I don't understand why you're not getting the
Yeah.
say you're getting. What's one thing during this process here, not only here, the combine, pro days, everything that you're trying to show the NFL scouts?
I just want to show them that I'm a football guy, and that's all around. I'm a great teammate. I'm gonna ask questions, and I think my IQ is what's gonna separate me a little bit too.
I love it, man. Let's talk about that kind of the IQ. What are some of your favorite concepts to run? Like a
You
unique
mean?
league, what are you looking for?
Oh my goodness, it's so many. Anything with me, single side to the field.
Mm,
I can move around. I can play in the slot. I love the flood concept. Really, just the spread offenses. Just anywhere that's gonna throw the ball around a lot. You know what I mean? I'm a receiver, but I'm a willing blocker too, though, because I know that with the run game that opens up the pass game too. So, I'm just definitely just looking for the right opportunity for me.
Let's fast forward to April. Where are you going to be at come draft time? Who's going to be around you? What's going to be like when you get that first phone call?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here in Dallas for sure.
Yeah.
Probably just have my parents around, a couple more family members. It's gonna be a blessing, but I just know that it doesn't just stop here, though. You know what I mean? It's definitely time to accelerate and really get through the finish line now.
Well, Theo, best of luck to you. Appreciate speaking for all Mizzou fans. Appreciate
Yeah.
what you did for the university
Most
and putting the program on the map. I appreciate you hanging out here. That's Theo Wease, wide receiver, University of
Yeah. MIZ.